This is a project that I've been wanting to do for literally years now. And at first there was a lot of procrastination, and then I spent a long time watching the marketplace and looking for the right refrigerator for the job. And then after I found the refrigerator, I had a tremendously difficult time getting an electrician out here to the house because I needed a whole lot more power in and around the basement. Not only for this, but I've also got a lapidary shop in there, so I just needed a lot more juice, and it took months to get an electrician out here to do the work. But we're all set now, so I finally get to make this a reality. Like I said, I spent a long time looking for the right refrigerator for this job, and I didn't want one of these commercial glass front ones because there's no space taken up by a freezer, and I can keep an eye on whatever I've got going in there, and it's going to look better on video, of course. And now that I've got it, what this really comes down to, and the scariest part about it, is punching a hole in a perfectly good refrigerator. I need a port to get my power for my heat and my humidity in there, and to get my sensors up and in here. So I gotta punch a pretty sizable hole in this. And while they don't make this particular model anymore, I looked at an exploded view of the most recent model to see if there were any wires or anything running through the walls of this, and it doesn't appear there are, but I'm still gonna go easy and kind of go in stages so I can make sure I don't hit anything important when I'm doing this. This thing is still a little dirty. It's gonna take some cleaning. I've got a few rust spots down on the bottom that I'll coat or just cover with some plastic, but other than that, I think this is gonna do the job very well. For punching my hole, I'm going to be using this big old hole saw. I'm going to install this 1.5" bulkhead. Got this at Tractor Supply. It's actually for a water trough. And this has a big enough hole that I can get my power through there and my sensors. And then I should be able to actually cap it off and seal it up a little bit. And I'll also be able to remove everything and put a plug in here in case I ever want to use this just for refrigeration. So, safety glasses on. Let's punch this hole. Now I'm just gonna hopefully get my pilot hole to go all the way into the inside, and then I'm gonna go through the metal on the outside and take a look in there before I go all the way through. Yeah, I broke it. Well, this project is done right at the start. I clipped a refrigerant line that didn't show on the schematic I looked at. Of course, like I said, it wasn't for this exact model. And it is drained out, so this refrigerator is going to the recycler. And that is just kind of my luck, you know? 3/4 of an inch higher, I'd have been golden. But the road of life is paved with shards of shattered dreams, so it is back to the marketplace for me. Oh, man. Well, that was a complete failure. Oh, but I'm still going to post the video because we're keeping it real here. And that's something you're going to want to look out for if you're doing this on your own. And even though I did check out the schematics for that older model, didn't hold true to this one. And it is pretty heartbreaking because I've wanted to do this project for so long, and this took a long time to find, and now it's going to be back to the marketplace to try to find another used one that I can afford, and who knows how long that's going to take. But in the meantime, I've got plenty of other content for you to check out, and I'll continue to put out new content regularly. So as always, thanks for watching, and thanks for your support.